difficult because obviously generally we're playing at the same time. We've gone through quite a few different players. It's been quite difficult to get 11 players out sometimes. Some weeks it's really good, having things available. We've actually played 31 different players, and that's
God, it's 28 numbers.
and there's quite a few members of the first team that haven't played. So
it has got a position.
I think we did only actually manage one game where we didn't get 11 players out, which is quite good. In terms of the different players and how they play, we've had 12 different people voted man of the match, which actually shows that as a team we work quite well together rather than just relying on a person or a couple of players. So that's been quite good. As you heard at the start, we finished third with 47 points, one more win, and we would have the same number of points as the second team that did it. We started off, we lost the first game to East Devon, and then after that we had a really long run up until the last game before Christmas, where we won every game and one which we drew. So we were really on fire before Christmas. We lost the game before Christmas to the team that in the end won the league. They won the league without losing a game. They drew one game and beat everybody else all the time. So we were up against it, obviously, in that one. After Christmas, we had a bit of a strange time. We had one game at 4:30 down in Exeter. We missed a game because one team decided they couldn't actually get one up. Another one we then had to postpone because of the weather. So we had quite a disjointed. I think that probably unsettled us a bit. We didn't have quite as good a time after Christmas, but we did still overall have 15 wins, 2 draws, and only 5 losses, which I think, building on the year before when we had totally no points at the end, it's quite good. Hopefully this has sort of set us up to, if not win the league, but at least do a lot better, try and get second at least next year. On top of that, we've also got 2 wins and 1 loss out of the league game, but we did actually end up going all the way to my game in the end, probably the pitch. So again, it was a bit disjointed. In terms of the number of goals we've scored, we've had quite a few players have actually scored. I mean, I'm not going right down to the individual ones, but we've had Joe and Martin managed to get 4 goals. Jed got 5, even though he only started basically just after Christmas. I managed to sneak 7. Dave Cheeser got 10. We managed to get him, and then the first nicked him, unfortunately. Ali got 16. He tended to get either 4 games or nothing. So Jerry got 17, and Simon got 33.
Was well ahead of Pete at one stage.
He was, yeah, and I actually tried to get it in the journal, but they wouldn't actually. I knew it wouldn't laugh, but no, I mean, I think that was really good.
Next season.
Someone who's not playing as an out-and-out striker, it was really good, I think. We can only, I think, build on it. We've got quite a few players in depth for the twos now. We've got some young players coming on that have done really well this year, some new younger players that have just sort of started and around, so it does look good for the future. I've got 3 awards to make, 2 of which is related to that. So, luckily, we've got the Young Player of the Year, 2013-14, plays in the second. He's played, I think, every game or every game but one. He's been to almost every training session, which at times, as Nick was saying, the depth of winter was quite difficult to say, to get down to a bare minimum at times. But the Young Player of the Year, I'd like to award to Joe. But he did well, actually. The most improved player of the year is also in the seconds, and these are the ones that we decided at the last committee meeting. So it's not just something that I dreamed up. As a committee, we decided on this. The most improved player is also one of the younger players we've got. He's played most of the games against us, generally turns up to training. He's been consistent, and the most improved player of the year is Connor. stay in the game. So I think, as Jay said, I mean, sometimes it's quite a bit of a challenge trying to get the players out, but generally it's been quite enjoyable. I've enjoyed going to the training and playing with most of the people throughout the year. So as most of you know, that I'm not standing again next year as second team captain, but I hope to be around in the times and healthy black they need. So it brings me on finally to the second team player of the year, and this is difficult really because there's so many players who have played well. We've had some good performances playing at defence, we've had some good performances playing midfield, we've had some good people up the front, and I decided to pick someone who is one of the most consistent players, has been consistent for quite a long time, has been to a lot of training sessions, has played in most of the games, is someone you can actually go to, you can rely on. You're not going to suddenly say they're going to have a good game or a bad game sometimes, and that's what you need. You need players who basically game in, game out can actually do what you want them to do. And the second team player of the year is Tim.
Thanks, Devon. Appreciate that.